Right now, we have kicked off On My Grind. We're about to have a very important conversation with a special guest right now. This guy is the founder of Ubunifu College. Karibu sana, Maze.
Thank you.
Hey, Maze. You
Ambia Wakenya jina bana. Ambia Wakenya jina.
Karibu na microphone.
My name is Reinhard. Omukuba.
Omukuba?
Yes, Bonke, named after the famous Pastor Reinhard Bonke.
Hey, of course you are. That was my next question. I know these things. I know how parents come up with names. So karibu sana, Pastor. Education. Reinhard, when you're named after a guy like Reinhard, you have to rein in hard.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to come through with some real serious manenos.
Yeah.
When you were growing up, did you ever see yourself as a Princey?
No, really.
Yeah.
But when I was growing up, I was really good in electronics and computers.
Yeah.
And I knew that when I grew up, that is what I wanted to do in life.
Wait, so when you were a kid, you were good at computers
And electronics, yes.
ulikuwa unacheza Prince ile game ya computer?
Hapana, NFS2, Need for Speed.
Mi yangu ilikuwa Prince ule mwenye alikuwa anaenda steps anaruka. Nilikuwa nafikiri ndio kwa mzee computer.
Really happened.
Wacha waanze kuniambia 011001. Nasema there are no other digits in this computer.
Did you play the brick game? Unakumbuka brick game?
Brick game, ile ilikuwa 150 bob.
Nilikuwa nazo mingi. Kwanza ile 999 games.
Yeah, that's the one.
Ile ilikuwa iPhone ya madhe back in the days.
Nilikuwa conqueror hiyo game. Nilikuwa na lay bricks. Kwa nafikiri nilikuwa msee wa mjengo. Anyway, so Ubunifu College, you're going to tell us how you came up with this idea, because when I'm looking at you, you look like a very young guy.
Yeah.
As in, now we decided Uprinsi. What did you study when you were in school?
So for me, I studied computer science, but you know how campus computer science is. It's not really something that can help you in life.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
That's that one class I ducked. Then when you know, even in those ones for first year, when they're saying you have to do a bit of computer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Must I?
Yeah.
Must I?
There were compulsory units in your school, so you lingered badly.
Bro, Mazi. Shout out to your Sayu, Mazi. Unafanya hiyo IST unasema, hii class inaisha saa ngapi, Mazi?
Nah, but it was tough. Let's be real.
So,
and boring.
Yeah.
So you see, with me, we had I think we had an advantage. We learned a bit of computers in high school, and we really loved computers because of something known as Science Congress. Unakumbuka Science Congress?
Yeah.
We used to build stuff
Yeah.
and compete, and we used to win competition. We used to build softwares in school, in high school, programs that could make a difference. So we had a computer teacher who used to tell us stories behind people like Bill Gates and people who are doing great stuff. And growing up, we wanted to be like them.
Yeah.
So when we went to campus, we realized that might not be possible with what we were being taught. So we said, you know what? Most of us, we were people from zile backgrounds, disadvantaged. What is the right term?
That one.
Disadvantaged background. So we tulikuwa tunaangalia, you know, the ideas of jobs today, it's not just an idea that it's there. Moja kitambo ilikuwa work hard, go to school, work hard, get a good job,
and get
live,
desk.
And live happily forever after. Tukaangalia, umejua, okay, now the way we are being taught, even computer science, you can't even do something with it after you're done. Someone akikuuliza, can you build for me ABCD? Hawezi fanya anything.
So unasema hao sio wenye wanatokanga hizi makampuni na computer science, hata hawezi jenga computer?
Watu ni mamboga.
Oh my
unless
unless wame upgrade.
Unless you upgrade.
Yeah.
So unasema niende uni nifanye computer alafu nifanye bridging course.
Wewe enda uni pate hiyo degree, because umejua degree bado iko nayo power of prestige.
Yeah.
Hiyo degree for the sake of getting the degree.
So
ukishamaliza kuja kwa watu kama sisi, we now give you the best.
The engineers.
We now teach you what is actually there in the real world.
You're going to sit here, Mr. Bonke, and tell us that majority of us wanafanyangizo computer science courses and stuff are half-baked students, basically.
Yeah, they have. Some of them are half-baked ni afadhali. Some of them are not baked at all.
Wow.
It's that bad?
Yeah. You know, I used to work at a government parastatal back in the days.
Yeah.
There is a day
It's back in the day, like 5 years ago.
That is 2017, 2018.
You shouldn't say. I feel like we need to stop using these phrases back in the day, ni ka 2001.
Yeah.
Kitambo.
Anyway,
ni kitambo.
carry on.
2018, I mean.
Yeah.
So we put on an advertisement so that people could come and apply for a job.
Yeah.
Watu wenye walikuja watu wako na degree, but mtu ako na degree, mtu hata ako na masters, but these people can't do anything. Unaambia mtu okay, now if you are supposed to do a zile basic conversation around basic stuff, I mean basic stuff, they can't be able to do it. Then you sit down and wonder, me, I don't have a master's, I don't have all these papers that these people have,
but I can do all this.
But I can do all this. What is the problem with these people?
Could it be that you're talented and labda walienda tu yani, you just punch in?
No, it's not. I think one thing about tech is not talent. It's about skill. You have to acquire the skill and build it. Of course, you need to learn how to think different kidogo, but if you have the right skill, that is what matters. These people, if you give them the skill, they can do a lot, but they don't have the necessary skills.
Wow. And did this lead you to go and open your own college and be your own princi?
So what happened, I was inspired. I worked for McKinney School between 2012 to 2015. And at McKinney School, I used to see what we were doing with kids. It was really amazing. We were teaching these kids how to build amazing stuff. And they were doing it. These were small children, and they were doing it. And I was really inspired by even the idea that the founder of McKinney School had.
Mary Okello?
Mary Okello. She used to tell us, listen, kids are different. There is no idea. You see, what we were told in school, that there is a stupid person, there is an average learner, and there is a sharp one. There is nothing like that. It's
not true.
People, you see, people just learn differently, but everyone is the same.
It's
everyone
the
is the
same.
same. So the way we used to teach those kids, everyone, even the ones who have been branded in class as stupid, they used to do amazing stuff. So that led me to think, we can do something different.
We can do something.
In 2017,
back in the day.
Imagine. So we went to work with the Danish Refugee Council in Dadaab, and what we learned from working with kids, Danish Refugee Council had this program. They were training refugees so that when they go back to their country, they have the necessary skill to get started immediately and start earning from that. So these are not people you are going to tell them, or you are going to give them idea of certificates or degrees or something. They don't buy into that. They want a skill that they can just put outside there, try something out, and make a living out of that ASAP. So we had to think of how we could do it, and even how you can teach these skills within the shortest period of time.
What was the interest like in the dub?
It was amazing.
it
was amazing. These people are just hungry. They are hungry for
skills.
Skill-based knowledge.
And you go back to our normal universities like UN, JKUAT. You see someone there, he's paid like almost $1 million shillings to learn this stuff.
You know, you're right, because last week
we
actually had somebody over here with a bunch of guys who came with some robots, wanafanya robotics. And one thing they said that was so similar to what you just said is they didn't even go to school. They didn't learn these things that is from a higher institution. So I find it so interesting that you're saying most of these guys are half-baked from proper colleges.
We're going to take a short break there. Nipate kupumua nifikirie. Wewe sasa imagine uko na masters yako hapo kutoka kule. Is it fully baked or it's half-baked? Usitense to come through to Kwambox Ubunifu College, because we got the founder right here, Reinhard Bonke wa Kenya. Hey. All right, you know what? Tumebonga.
Yes.
So umebonga.
Yeah.
Umesikia umebonga sana.
Sana.
Itabidi to dance.
Okay.
Uko tayari? Uko tamsho tuna dance.
This good show.
Itabidi hapo uwe na njigo.
Vibes Radio.
In studio, we got Reinhard Bonke. Hey, this guy is doing amazing things.
Yeah, man.
And he's the founder of Ubunifu College.
Founder Machachari, aka principal. Bruh, let me ask you something, Tumekuwa tukiongea hapa hivi about how Kenya students, especially also in the tech space, half-baked, and they have to further their education, kind of like a bridging course. So let's talk about Ubunifu College and the model of education that you put out there. Nimechika hapo kwa website. You've written on your about, the students get a chance to graduate with your own startup company rather than a useless certificate.
Wow.
Hey, powerful words.
So instead of someone getting a SAT, because ulikuwa umekaa hapo unaangalia wasi sasa wako na degrees, wako na masters, wako na nini lakini they can't be able to do the job. You said you're going to do it differently. Tell us about this model.
So, you see, today all schools, not all, but most of the schools around in the country, you know, they're trying to make money. So what they do, they just ask students to sign up and they tell you, you know what, nyinyi kujeni, tutawapatia makazi. Makazi ziko. But in the reality, there are no jobs. Umejua kuna makazi. So they have to sit down and we have to look for a way to help them. How can we help them build something? Kitu yao enye wanaweza tumia, they can build something and make some money out of it. Umejua the idea, let me tell you the reality right now. It's hard to get job in today's world, but it's easier to get started and build something and succeed in it than even get a job.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
that's really interesting that you put it like that. Yes, it's harder to get a job, but it's easier to start something of your own
and succeed in it.
Yes, explain that, bro.
I've done it.
Because there are no jobs.
Yeah,
okay,
no jobs.
But let me ask you something.
Yes,
So let's say I'm a guy, I want to have my own business, I come to your school.
Yes,
and then nimemaliza course yangu. For example, a course in what? Full stack.
Full stack, yes,
So what next? How are you going to help me build my company?
So what we do, the course is, it has been curated in a way that we're going to help you get started building something. So come up with an idea. So we say, you know, you're not just going to sign up that unakuja kwa shule. So think of something you want to build, something you want to pursue in life, then sign up. After me sign up, sema, maybe there is a problem in, maybe I want to sort out a certain problem kwa industry flani. So think of an idea there, kuja, sign up, then we break down your whole idea into small doable bits to break down, let's say, in every month, tasks every month. Then you say, okay, now let's give you all the necessary skills. But each and every week, we want to go through each and everything that you're doing this week and see umefikia wapi. Next week umefikia wapi. So that we can track your whole progress one by one to the end. So kisha maliza, unamaliza uko unasema huko, niko na startup yangu and this startup inafanya ABCD. Now what is the go to market strategy? How do you get your first client? Now let's teach you that from the model and your CCP to learn through with the school. Let's teach you how is it that you get started in Kenyan market? How do you earn or get your first client? Now where will you get them? How do you raise money? How do you even bootstrap if you want to bootstrap? How do you even raise money and build something? Then there is this thing and young people say, ati sina capital. You know, that is nonsense. There is something in today's world we call OPM, other people's money. You don't have to have your own money to succeed at anything. Learn how to use other people's money to make your dreams come to a reality. And that's what teach people. Unaweza kuwa hauna anything, but now ebu tumia pesa watu wengine to make sure your dream come true. So what you're graduating with at the school is what you call a prototype or a proof of concept or an MVP. An MVP can help you, minimum viable product MVP. Inaweza kukusaidia now get your first client or with this your MVP unaweza tumia, let's go and uangalie hawa ni netwaje VC, so venture capital fund. Who are these people and who are actively funding a local startup around, and someone can give you something
great ideas.
Someone can see what you do and listen, get this one, let me get some small percentage of your company. Let's build this thing and let's see it succeed.
And so far, how many startups have you helped get off the ground?
Especially from students.
The best, I can say there are four. You had one here last week. Yes,
Ted?
Yeah.
Wow. Ted is your student?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's my student.
Wewe ulifundisha Ted?
Paka tukaenda tukapanda billboard, but he's done great for
it. So you guys are also the brains behind the billboard?
No, that was his.
That was us. Okay.
But he was incubated at
Ubunifu.
Yes.
All right.
Hey. We have had Ask Mama. You've seen what they've done.
Yes, I just saw it, Ask Mama.
Yes, with their startup. It's something really, really, really amazing. We have some amazing students who are graduating this month. This month we had a couple of more students who signed up and they're building amazing products at the school.
I love it.
Currently.
28 minutes to 10 a.m. We are speaking to Reinhard Bonke, who is the CEO and founder of Ubunifu College. If you've got any questions, the time is now, because when we come back, we're coming to wrap up the conversation. If you got any questions for Reinhard, remember to use that hashtag Kwambox and Kev. I don't know if you heard this, Kev. He said, find other people's money.
OPM.
Other people's money. That's the best way to fund your startup. So, at a socialite.
Vibes Radio.
We're We're still talking to Reinhard Omukuba, founder and chairman of Ubunifu College. Fantastic platform, I must say, and the idea behind it is really, really great. Unajua, kuna kitu hapo umesema na najua umestaabisha. Mr. Jabisha parents wenyewe wana drive mtoto wake aende kufanya opening hapo kwa campus, na unasema hapa hiyo degrees or papers might not be as important as getting out of there with a skill.
That is true. You know, even most companies today, they don't look at degrees. Even us, when we're hiring developers and we're hiring engineers, we don't look at the degrees.
What have you done?
So, yeah, we are just looking at what is your portfolio. Show us what you've done before. And if you just think, that is the problem. Unaona, hiyo ndo problem kubwa with these university kids. Unafikiria when you just get from university, utachukua hiyo karatasi yako, slap juu ya meza ya mtu, and he'll give you a job. Alafu you end up insulting leaders on Twitter, wapi kazi, instead of you go and creating your own jobs. So the degrees, they're overrated. There is just this power of prestige and you go around papers. But when you get it, you realize it's not important.
When you say young guys should go out there and create their own jobs, so I get the impression that you're saying, imambo ya complain about, there's no jobs in the country. Do you think there's enough opportunities in this country?
There is enough opportunities. Look at it there. There's so many problems you can solve.
Oh my God, you know there's someone who actually sat where you've sat and said that there is opportunities in Kenya because there's many problems to solve.
And see, you'll also hear people on social media saying, the government is not supporting. No, there is enough policies outside there that is favoring us as young people. And today is different. As a young person today, I can walk into any office and I'll not be judged. I'll get what I want.
Without papers.
Without papers. I'll not be judged at where people know it's different. It's a different world. So today, everything the odds is not against us. It's for us.
What about the startup ecosystem, Yani? Because your school, how old is your school?
From 29, that is 2 years.
2 years,
Yes,
I think very, very impressive what you've
2 years with a success rate already.
That's
very, very dope. But when you look at the larger ecosystem or the startup ecosystem, what are some of the challenges these young guys go through? Could you nimesikia waso wanasema, these VCs, they come here, they promise us money, alafu anachukua idea, and then implement the same thing in another country.
The same thing.
What are those challenges?
Again, there is another challenge with now people who are now trying to get into this startup. Unapata unaingia into startup, then uko na ile Silicon Valley mentality lenye umeona uko majuu, ama umeona kwa movie. So you think that hapa Kenya it works like that. Of course, there are so many venture capital firms who they're really interested in hearing what you say. Some of them might take your idea. Some of them might mess you up and take everything that you do. There's so many startups which have they were.
We know those stories. We don't have to mention them, but we know a few startups here.
So the challenge that is outside there is also kwa VCs. Some of them might not fund you if you don't have a white person in your team.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah, you just have to look. Some of these VCs that are backed by foreigners, at least. Unaona, mostly angalia all this, most of this successful tech startup in Kenya, 90%, let me say 95% are run by white people. So as a black person, you'll have to find your own fellow black people who can fund your stuff. And you see, these people, they're not just going to give you all this money and unaona or the way mnasikia hizi money zinakuwa dished out. Hawa watu wetu hapa, these are hard earned money, and before they give you that money, you have to really work hard.
And that's a good thing,
Yes, it's a good thing.
I mean, you have to prove that your system is functional.
Yeah, it's functional. So the best way, I always tell people, I try to bootstrap into a certain point. Ukisha bootstrap to a certain point, now you can look for people. You can have that good negotiating power.
Because you can already see how it works.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I like that we had this conversation. Important conversation. And I know that there's a lot of people who are listening, especially parents, and saying, okay, where do I start with Ubunifu? How do they get in touch? How do they register?
So what we do, we always just tell someone, think of something, think of a problem. We're not just going to enroll you because
You got good grades.
Yes, no. Think of something you want to solve. Think of something you want to build. Then send us an application. We'll have that suitability test with you. As a student, it can take 3 or 4 hours just to listen to you. We listen to how you talk, how do you present yourself.
And age, is there an age limit? Is there
we have a kids version and we have the college. We have the kid version known as Ubunifu Kids. That one is for under 18s. Then from 18, there is no age limit. Anyone can join.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Reinhard, for coming in and speaking to us this morning. You can find him on Twitter at Reinhard Omukuba if you got any other questions that you'd like to ask him. But thank you so much for taking your time this morning to come and share with us. Umefungua macho. Unajua umefungua macho?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Vibes Radio, we rule the nation in this generation.